Hi, my name is Luke Erickson. Like many of you at the adult undergraduate program at Northwestern, I find that life is hectic, trying to balance everything that it throws at you. First, there are the family commitments, trying to invest in the people that you know and love, the financial restrictions such as paying off the car bills and paying for school. And then there's the time constraints like trying to find a time to get your homework done. And we all know that finishing a degree is not about us, it's about providing for our families, and that can be very stressful at times. But what if I told you that in a way to reduce some of that stress, you could work for a company that not only pays you more, but is willing to reimburse your tuition and gives you an opportunity to climb the corporate ladder? Does that sound too good to be true? Well, I did an informational interview with Micah Johnson, who works as a sales account representative at Grainger. So why did I choose to interview Micah? Well, I've had many friends who have worked at Grainger over the past few years, and all of them have said that Grainger is a very quality place to work. On top of that, Micah has had 9 years of experience at Grainger. Not only that, he's held multiple positions within the company. And as I was interviewing Micah, I realized that Grainger not only provides a good customer service for their customers, but they also invest in their employees through giving them a quality education, a professional work environment, and also generous employee benefits. Now, one of the things in my mind that makes a quality employer is how they invest in the education of their employees. The first way that Grainger does this is they have a tuition reimbursement plan that covers up to 75% of your tuition costs. Now let me break that down for you. Over the course of a year, there are 3 semesters at Northwestern, and the cost for those 3 semesters is about $10,000 for the adult undergraduate program. Now what that means is if you were to max out your tuition reimbursement plan, you would only have to pay $2,500. And on top of that, if you went to a community college to get cheaper credits, then that cost could even be lower. On top of that, Grainger also has many on-the-job training opportunities and also the chance to get certifications paid by the company for whatever you would need. Throughout your time at Grainger, you can expect to keep an individual personal development plan, and all that simply is a 5-year plan stating where do you see yourself professionally in the company in 5 years, and also what are the steps and goals that you're willing to make in order to make those goals a reality. All of these things contribute to Grainger's professional work environment. Not only is it a professional work environment, but it's an environment where everyone can contribute, from the warehouse worker all the way up to the CEO. When Micah was working as an on-site sales representative for Grainger, there were many new policies that were being implemented, and Micah saw that not all of the employees were implementing the new policies. So Micah did his homework, and he realized that the company could be saving $15 million simply by following these policies. So he wrote a proposal plan, gave it to his manager, and that proposal plan went all the way up to the vice president of operations. Now, I don't know about you, but isn't it nice to know that your voice will be heard no matter where you are in the company? So what are some of the benefits that you can expect as an employee working for Grainger? The first thing that you can expect is there's a higher average pay grade than what Grainger's competitors are planning to pay. This is because that Grainger realizes the investment they are giving you as an individual, and they realize that trying to keep the top talent means trying to pay them appropriately. Grainger also has a generous profit sharing option in which employees who have worked there for at least 5 years can max out their profit sharing at about $8,000 a year. Many people in the past have been able to simply save all of the money from the profit sharing towards retirement and haven't had to pay a penny more. Also, Grainger provides a very good medical and dental plan, and they even allow discounts on your cell phone plan. So what are some of the things that went well during my informational interview? The conversation that I had with Micah flowed very well, and Micah was able to give me answers to some of my questions that my questions couldn't convey necessarily. One of the things that didn't go so well with my informational interview was that Micah and I tended to get sidetracked occasionally. This is part of the fact that we knew each other very well from church, but then also I wish I really could have organized my notes a little better. Two things I would have done differently would be, first, to organize my questions a little better, but then I also wish I had taken a voice recorder with me so I could refer to the interview later. Probably the biggest takeaway that I could have had is that informational interviews are not only good for finding out a particular job necessarily or a particular company, but it's a great way to develop personal, professional relationships. As for me in pursuing Granger, not only do I plan on applying just to make ends meet, but I also want to apply in order so that way I can push myself to the best of my ability. So really, it's no wonder why Granger is a Fortune 500 company and why Fortune rated Granger as one of the top 100 places to work in 2013. The education that they invest in their employees, the professional environment they provide, and the employee benefits that they give to their employees are second to none. And all of this to say is, if you had a chance at a job like this, wouldn't you apply?